Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video on my favourite fruity florals for springtime. I recently did a video on fresh florals where they are a flowery main note but it's a very watery, fresh, spring-like smell, and I thought it would be good to do one on fruity florals where they are fruity as like their main note and they have an undertone of floral but the main feeling is a fruitiness. So I'm going to cover off things that aren't like a berry or a deep syrupy dark fruitiness. This is more fresh fruity for spring. As always, I will leave the links to all of the perfumes I talk about down below in the description for where you can buy them in the UK, Europe and US. And if you're new here, then do check out my hundreds and hundreds of other perfume videos. And if you're a regular but you haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support and get involved in the comments down below. Cool, so I think I'm gonna start with lychee as my first fruit. So of course, lychee is such a fresh fruit in itself. And at the moment, the whole world seems to have gone crazy for the Parfum de Marly Delina perfume, and this is very much a lychee perfume with a sort of rosy undertone. Now if you haven't seen my video on this range, the bottles are inspired by Versailles and sort of Louis XIV court, think Marie Antoinette, French aristocracy before the revolution. So they have these pastel-y pink, pastel-y colours. We have the horses on here. They kept a lot of horses at Versailles, and there's even a diamante at the top. So it's kind of got a very decadent feel. The fragrances themselves are very decadent as well. This is definitely one of the strongest, if not the strongest, most long-lasting lychees I've ever smelled. It really does stick around. These are really quite expensive perfumes, but they do stick around and linger and stay around for ages. So if you love lychee, then you should definitely try this, and it might be worth the money for you because it will stick around all day and you get that fresh lychee smell sticking around, and then underneath that floral feminine undertone. So this is very popular at the moment, so do check it out if you get the opportunity. And then another bit more affordable lychee is the newer one from the Mugler Angel range, Angel Nova. This pink coloured bottle, this is a little mini that I have of it here, came out in 2020, and again it's all about the lychee. It's very, very fresh. I'd say it is fresher than the Delina one. It has some raspberry in as well, which I think makes it slightly sweeter, fruitier lychee. And then we have a rose undertone, but not as much rose as it is in Delina. So it comes across basically as a fresh, fruity lychee. And like pretty much all the Mugler perfumes, the lasting power is amazing. It really sticks around and you get this fresh lychee smell following you around. And obviously the bottle is super cool, super beautiful. It's nothing like the other Mugler Angel perfumes, which are very heavy, praline, patchouli, intense. This doesn't have any of those ingredients in. Instead, it's that strong, but very, very fresh, fun lychee. I think this is great for spring and for summer. And then sort of finishing off the lychee perfumes, lychee seems to be the perfume ingredient in the past year. The new one from Carolina Herrera, their Very Good Girl, which comes in this red bottle, is again a lychee perfume, a fruity perfume with a rose undertone. This one has some red currant in, so you do get a sharpness to the lychee from the red currant, slightly tart, and it's definitely fruity. At first, really all you get is that lychee and that red currant. But then in time, the rose starts to come through underneath, but the currant and the lychee stick around. So it's definitely a fresh, fruity floral. Very different to the others in the range, just like the Angel Nova is to the other Angels. The other Carolina Herrera Good Girls are all more heavier, floral, quite sexy, quite nighttime, sultry fragrances. Whereas this, I think, is more spring, summer, more daytime, more innocent. And I personally like the bottle the best. I think this red and how glossy it is, the glass is really cool. So this is definitely the sweetest of the three and is like having that red currant element, which I really like actually. I think of the three, this could be my favourite because I do love red currant. This and the Nova one I think are my favourites just because they're super fruity. So next on my list is actually my all-time favourite perfume that's available at the moment, and that is Jimmy Choo's Eau de Parfum. If you're a regular here, you'll know how obsessed I am with this. This is a pear perfume, so you get loads and loads of fresh, fruity pear. It's perfect for this time of year, for spring, for summer, for daytime. Underneath you have patchouli, which helps with the lasting power, and there's also a bit of a toffee underneath, but I don't find this particularly sweet. I think the pear really dominates, takes over, and doesn't let the toffee make this into a super sweet perfume. I find this definitely a fresh pear patchouli with a hint of toffee. There's just something about this which is magical to me. I find the smell very addictive, like I just want to keep smelling it forever. And it's not too heavy, it's not too light, it's not too fruity, it's not too floral, it's not too sweet. It's just like this Goldilocks perfume for me. I just absolutely love it, and it's so affordable. You can buy this discounted all the time. I'll leave it down below at a good price. And to me, I just love this perfume as my like everyday, nice, feminine, fruity, fresh floral, fresh fruity smell. And I think the bottle's quite cool as well. I also love Jimmy Choo Floral. This is a fruity perfume actually. It's not really a floral perfume. The main ingredients are nectarine and tangerine, and that's really what you get. It really smells like this amazing nectarine smell. I love nectarine. Really fruity. Then underneath, after a while, you get a bit of a magnolia, sweet pea, which I love in fragrances, apricot blossom, so all quite delicate florals underneath, which means that the fruity notes on top are allowed to really take over. So I think this is a pretty perfect example of a fruity floral. It's like 70% fruity, 30% floral, and it does have good projection. You can really smell this on you, and I wear this when I want to feel like, I guess, just really happy. I find it a really cheery up fragrance. Every springtime I get this out and I just associate it with it being spring because it's just like a new dawn. It's like the smell of all the trees and everything coming back to life again after their winter hibernation. So I love this, and again, super affordable. I should also mention Jimmy Choo Blossom, which is raspberry and red berries with that lovely sweet pea scent again underneath. I have it in this little mini, really cute little pink packaging, pink box. I think this is 80% or 90% fruity, and then the sweet pea underneath is very light. It's mainly the raspberry that comes through, but I wanted to include it as well. Also very affordable. So another lovely fruity floral for spring is the new Escada Summer Festival. So this is a mandarin perfume. I get 60% orangey mandarin, and then 40% I get cherry blossom. So again, a perfect spring floral underneath smell that lets the fruit be the star of the show. I am loving this new release. I love orangey perfumes, mandarin, tangerine, anything like that, and I think it's perfect for the handbag you're taking around with you. This little 30ml size is very durable, very affordable, and it's just innocent and fun, and just another one that like makes me smile. Another one which I think is really nice if the weather is quite warm is from the Bulgaria Omnia range, and it's their pink Sapphire. So this one is a sort of grapefruit pomelo smell, very sharp and fresh with a hint of peach. And then underneath you have frangipani and tiare flower, which are quite tropical fragrances. So perhaps this is quite a summery scent, more so than spring, to be fair. but I love this when the weather's getting hot and you just get this really sharp, refreshing hit of pomelo. And I think the bottles are really cool. This is a really small version. I can't remember how many mils, but it comes apart like that. But the larger versions are the same shape, and then you like press it down and it's a spray. But it's really fun. Again, it's something that goes away in the wintertime and comes back out when the weather starts to change. And I love pomelo. And lastly, a lovely new release from YSL, their YSL Libre Eau de Toilette that just came out 2021 is a new addition to my collection that I'm really enjoying for spring. It is a mandarin fragrance. It really does smell like a true orangey mandarin smell, just like, you know, when you peel back the peel of a mandarin, and then underneath you have a floral orange blossom. But it truly does smell like mandarin, which is quite a specific scent to capture. I'm really enjoying this. I'm not a huge fan of the other Libres. I find them too lavendery, but this one, it says it has lavender in it. I can't really smell it. I get this mandarin and I get the orange blossom. So it is a really different version, different take on the original Libre. And the liquid is kind of orangey as well, I think reflecting that mandarin. So this is a great brand new fruity floral. I think it's quite hard to find a fruity floral that lasts. So these are my like top recommendations for ones that really last. And a lot of the time fruity perfumes might be mixed with something else that can take over, like YSL Mon Paris, one of my favorite fragrances. It's really fruity with raspberry, strawberries, but it has loads of patchouli, and then the patchouli kind of takes over. So I haven't included ones like that. I've included ones where it is literally the fruit is the star and then the floral is like the second runner-up star. So those are my top recommendations for fruity florals for spring. Of course there are thousands of others, so guys, let me know what your favorites are for springtime. What's your fruity floral go-to? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, I do read all your comments. But that's it, guys, so thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.